What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, we're all obviously waiting on the draft this week, but today we're going to be doing something that's been kind of a rumor going around, a Darren Waller Green Bay Packers rebuild today. Before we get in today's video, though, guys, if you could leave it a like and subscribe if you're new around here, that would be greatly appreciated. So we are so close to 3,000 subs as well, so make sure to hit that sub button like I said. But obviously, Davante Adams is gone. The only thing they've done is sign Sammy Watkins. And now there's been a rumor that the Packers are interested in Darren Waller to come be another weapon for Aaron Rodgers. Now, this would definitely be interesting. Now, I'm not sure what it would cost. Derek Carr already basically said no chance that he would allow this to happen. So, don't think this is going to happen. So, today we're just kind of having fun with it. And we're going to be doing a Darren Waller Packers rebuild since there's not much to talk about. Obviously, like I said, we're waiting on the draft. And I like uploading weekly here, or not weekly, but every day during the week for the most part. And if there's stuff to talk about on the weekends, obviously we upload every day in the weekends. During free agency, that's what we were doing. So defensively, I do like the Green Bay Packers defense for the most part. Obviously, I wouldn't mind upgrading at corner, maybe getting like another corner. But linebacker core is actually really solid. And then you got a couple of good D linemen, so I like that. And Amos and Savage is all really good. Offensively, obviously the big thing for the Packers is going to be drafting wide receiver. They've been in the sweepstakes for like Deebo Samuel and stuff like that. I mean, I guess I could theoretically make that trade. I don't know how much San Francisco though would want to trade Deebo to Green Bay, because obviously they like face all the time in the playoffs. They've met up like quite a bit. So, and we're gonna have to pay Deebo Samuel a lot of money next year, even though if he did get traded, obviously he's gonna get his money up front. That's usually how it works. But we could technically trade for Deebo Samuel. I mean, if we just trade for Darren Waller, though, how realistic is it? Could you really trade for Waller and Samuel? So I guess I won't do that. We're just going to go in and draft. Basically, I only traded a second to get Darren Waller. I'm not sure, like I said, what his price would be, but that's what I traded. So we got a second-round pick, or traded a second-round pick for Darren Waller, so we got rid of one of our seconds. But in this simulation, we have the 17th pick, and I don't remember what our other pick is, but obviously in real life, the Packers have 2 first-round picks and 2 seconds because they traded Davante Adams, and now we really don't have that. I almost clicked advance the next round, which that would have been a freaking L. But at number 17, I think this is an obvious choice. Jamison Williams right before we were about to pick. That would have been awesome. But we have to see what wide receivers are available for us. So at number 17, we got Kenny Pickett, which we're not taking a quarterback, obviously. You got Dotson. You got a Garner. So we definitely need to draft a wide receiver no matter what. There's no way we can't walk away without a wide receiver. So we have Drake London, which might actually be our best bet. George Pickens as well. So I think I might go Drake London here. I don't know. John Mechie might not be too bad either, though. But I think I am going to go Drake London here. We do need a wide receiver, and wide receiver Drake London out of USC. Sounds good to me. Aaron Rodgers gets another weapon. So here we are at pick number 28, and obviously we have to figure out what pick we are going to get. So we have Malik Willis. We have Banks, but obviously I'm not going to take Malik Willis. I mean, we could take another wide receiver technically, but I don't think I'll do that. We also have Nick Bonito if you want to add it to our linebacker core, but we really don't need to do that. Devin Lloyd, we have 100% completion scouting on, but our middle linebacker is actually really solid with Devondre Campbell. But Devin Lloyd definitely would be great to have. As far as corners that we could take here, though, is if there is a corner. And I guess we are going to have like Darnell Savage and Amos in free agency next year, so it may not be a terrible idea to also take like a safety. So we technically could take Jordan Battle here, which that wouldn't be a bad idea. D, man coverage, C zone. Doesn't look all that great, but I actually might take the linebacker just to add some more depth at our linebacker position. So I think I am going to take Devin Lloyd. I mean, we scouted him quite a bit, and he actually looked really solid for us. So Devin Lloyd, welcome to Green Bay. Only normal dev, but like I said, it adds another weapon or another guy to our linebacker core, which is really strong, but it makes it that much stronger. And then as far as our our other second round pick, you have Kingsley, you have Nicholas Petit. I mean, another guard wouldn't hurt here either. Maybe that's kind of what I should have went with, but it's all good. So Kingsley, we can go ahead and maybe look at him. A power move, C finesse moves, get another D lineman here. Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and take Kingsley, another normal dev, which does suck, but we'll work with it. And let's go to pick number 28 in the 3rd round, and let's see if we can get pick number 28. Maybe take offensive line here. That might not be too bad of an idea. So O-line, you got Nicholas Petit, which I believe he might go 1st round. I'm not sure in real life he'll go 1st round or not, but I think that might be the pick here. So out of Ohio State, I'm going to take Nicholas Petit-Frere here. If I said the name correctly, I don't think I did, but I'm going to take him anyway. Another normal development player, but at the end of the day, it's all good. We got ourselves some pretty good players, I think, out of this draft. We can be pretty happy with how this team is going to look going forward with Drake London coming to the team. I'm feeling pretty good about this. So after the draft, we do have Drake London probably as our #1 wide receiver, just because the wide receiver core isn't great as it is. I mean, Sammy Watkins can maybe do something here in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers as his QB. We also got a left guard hidden development here out of Fresno State, which is solid. Derek Carr and Devontae Adams also from Fresno State. But we got Devin Lloyd, who ended up being a 72 overall with our other first round pick. And then we got Kingsley here right behind Dean Lowry. So we'll have to hope he can come in there and be decent. I don't know. Maybe I should have took the safety. That might not have been too bad of an idea. But regardless, this is going to be the team going into this season with Darren Waller obviously as the tight end, and he is the title of the video. So we're going to have to hope Darren Waller does really good. And of course, we want Drake London to be our #1 because I don't like how high of a ceiling we have if Randall Cobb is our #1 wide receiver. So we're going to go ahead and submit to the playoffs, and we're going to see how things go. We got our wide receiver in the draft. Maybe wouldn't have been too bad of an idea of doubling down and getting like another wide receiver. Would have definitely taken Jameson Williams if he did not go right before me. But regardless, let's see how we do. So at the end of the season, after all that, we only went 8-9 and didn't make the playoffs with Darren Waller on the team and what we brought in. So that's actually really disappointing, I will say. I mean, maybe it's because obviously wide receiver core is a little weak. I mean, don't really know how Drake London did in his first season. Offense was 15th in the NFL. And then defense was about 11. So, I mean, not bad on both sides of the ball. Aaron Rodgers, 29 and 14. Rushing wise, Aaron Jones, 1,400 yards, 16 touchdowns. Receiving, Drake London had a great season, 1,200 yards. So, exactly what we could have wanted out of Drake London. Alan Lazard, also 1,100 yards, and then 700 from Randall Cobb. But again, it was a disappointing year. But we can kind of, retool a little bit. So, 13.5 sacks from Smith, 12.5 from Gary. So, both those guys were really freaking good for us. Chris Barnes, 3 from Jerron Reed. So, obviously, definitely need to improve because we were bad, not great at all. So let's go straight into the offseason because we missed the playoffs this year, which is really disappointing, but it is what it is. Not much you can do about it. I can't envision a year where the Packers do miss the playoffs still like that. I just don't think that's really possible with Aaron Rodgers as the quarterback. I mean, you may lose in the NFC Championship, but at least you'll get to the playoffs, I think. I mean, that's safe to say. I think if I was a betting man, I would definitely bet on Aaron Rodgers to at least get into the playoffs. So that is definitely concerning for us going forward, but we'll have to see what we can do. So we have $65 million in cap space to work with. Drake London went up to a 77 overall already, which is a good sign, but I think it is definitely safe to say another wide receiver would not hurt. Bringing in another wide receiver definitely could use one. So Drake London on a rookie contract, I think gives us a little bit of money to maybe go for a wide receiver. I think both our safeties, like I said, are free agents, so probably should have taken Jordan Battle when I had the chance. Jair is a free agent. Gary, yeah, this is a very important free agency class for us because these are a lot of guys we need to bring back. So, of course, Jair, which I think the Packers are working with him in real life to get an extension. So, of course, I do want Jair Alexander back, and he decides he wants to go play for a different team, which I don't know, man. I don't know if I can allow Jair to walk like that. So, Rashawn Gary, I definitely want back as well, and he is back. Okay, Jenkins, same thing, 27-year-old left guard. Not going to have a ton of money after all these spendings, but we'll have to, find out what we can come up with. So Adrian Amos at 30 years old, I mean, I think he's going to be pretty solid to bring back. So Adrian Amos, and he's not interested in re-signing. Darnell Savage, kind of get him at least, please. Darnell Savage, and we are going to get Darnell Savage. So I think we actually might have to franchise tag. We might be letting Amos walk, which I guess isn't the worst thing in the world. But I think we do have to franchise tag Jair Alexander. We were about to pay him around that much anyway, so that's going to get us in the negative as far as cap space, but I think we'll be able to recover a little bit. So getting a wide receiver is not going to be easy now. So we're 84 overall team. So again, this is not going to be easy. We're going to have to actually make some important cuts here. So if we take a look at the team, obviously we love the offense for the most part, other than our wide receiver core. It's very, very bad. So Alan Lazard, Drake London are cool, which I don't mind them, but I'd rather have like a #1 type dude. So Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon, I might have to split away from Aaron Jones, who knows. And Robert Tonyan and Darren Waller, I do like. I didn't even see how Darren Waller did. He's a little title video. I gotta see how his stats were last year. I didn't even really look, I don't think. So let me go take a look. I don't remember what he put up. So stats for Darren Waller, if we go look, he only had 700 yards. Okay, so I kind of missed it, I guess, but 700 yards from Darren Waller. All right, so let's go look at our team salaries and see what we come up with. I do want to look at free agency as well. So obviously we lost Adrian Amos. We don't have a strong safety. Give Lamar. Terry McLaurin, obviously that'd be a dream. We're not gonna be able to afford him. Then Adrian Amos, Mecole Hardman. So we're negative $3 million in cap space. So we're not really gonna be able to do much there. But let's see what our team salary situation is looking like in order to improve the roster. If there's anybody that we could cut away to maybe free up a little bit of money. So we got Aaron Jones. We could free up about 13 million. Kenny Clark, Aaron Rodgers, I'm not going to cut. Obviously, Jair, I'm not going to cut. Bakhtiari save us about 8 million. Darren Waller saves us about 6 million. Jerron Reed. I feel like the only guy I can really get away from would be Aaron Jones. And if I did trade Aaron Jones, I would obviously want like a draft pick in return. I just wouldn't cut Aaron Jones. That'd be stupid. He's literally a 95 overall. So don't love absolutely trading Aaron Jones here. It is going to give us a little bit of money though in free agency, I guess, is the big thing. So let's go see if anybody has green interest in Aaron Jones. There's a lot of teams, obviously. So yeah, I feel really bad about this, but I think I have to do this because we do have AJ Dillon. And we're definitely trying to win now, and we can't really improve the roster without cutting a little bit of money away, which is this. This is the unfortunate part. I'm going to try to get at least a first, though, if I can. I don't know if you could be able to get a first in real life, but I'm going to try to. All right, so we're making it definitely an unrealistic trade here with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So Aaron Jones and Tanyan are headed over to the Pittsburgh Steelers. We are swapping seconds with them, and we're getting a first-round pick, which is a 23rd overall pick. So basically, we're getting rid of some money. We get a first-round pick for Aaron Jones, and then we're swapping seconds with the Steelers in order to get rid of Robert Tanyan's contract as well, even though Robert Tanyan, I believe in real life, is on a pretty cheap contract, and Madden, he is not. So that gives us about only $11 million to work with, which isn't great, but it frees up a little bit of money. So it is what it is. I mean, I guess we're over the cap now, and we picked up a first. So I guess we can be happy with that. So we take a look at the team now. So AJ Dillon is going to be the running back, which I'm not totally like disappointed by. AJ Dillon's really solid, but definitely want to sign a wide receiver or draft one still. And then defensively, we need a strong safety very badly. But Devondre Campbell and Devin Lloyd could hold it down there. And another corner definitely wouldn't hurt either. But it's not the worst it could be. Kingsley, I guess I could kind of roll with as our left end. I think he could be solid. The strong safety is probably the biggest gaping hole. But I think we might be able to get a strong safety in the draft and feel fine. I think Jalen, we can get him. So we should use our $10 million on a wide receiver, offensive line. I mean, we definitely want to use this money. So we freed up money to sign who is the question. So obviously Terry McLaurin would be a dream, but I'm not gonna be able to afford him. That's not gonna happen. Saquon. So I'm gonna have to like kind of scrape down to the bottom of the barrel. So I'm not going for strong safety because I think there's a really good player I could get. Nate Davis, I'm not gonna be able to get him. There's too much competition. Sean Murphy Bunting. So a corner, definitely not a terrible idea. So if we look at the cornerback room, Casey Hayward, Sean Murphy Bunting, Rashad Fenton, Greedy Williams. So we might be able to walk away with a corner. And then the other position is like wide receiver. So we got Mecole Hardman, Darius Slayton, Scotty Miller. I don't know if any of these guys really move the needle though. So I think our first 2 round picks are going to be wide receiver and strong safety. That's the plan anyway. So hopefully we get that lucky. So I think my spinning here in free agency is going to be on a corner. So Casey Hayward, Sean Murphy Bunting, or Bryce Callahan. So which one do I want? Or Rashad Fenton. So I kind of want Sean Murphy Bunting, but I don't know how much it would cost for me to be like his number 1 offer. So let's offer this 110 total points. We are his number 1 offer, so that could be a solid corner for us to get just to add to the cornerback room. So if we get him, we can go into the draft and we can get Jalen and we can get Marvin Mims maybe in the draft. I mean, that's basically what we have to count on because we don't have money to sign like a big name wide receiver. So unless we trade for one, which we definitely still could do, but they'd have to be really freaking cheap. So let's go to the draft. And again, we might actually trade for a wide receiver. I want to walk away with Jalen at least out of the draft. And then maybe we trade for a wide receiver on like a very cheap contract. That's like a stud. Trade our first and a second maybe. Because Aaron Rodgers is not getting any younger. So that might be the move. Instead of drafting a wide receiver, we trade for that number one wide receiver because time is running. We're kind of running out of time here. So let's see. Hopefully Jalen drops me at number 12. If he does it, I'm going to be very, very disappointed. Eli Ricks goes to the Jaguars out of LSU. And then we have Smalls. Ooh, we actually have Eric Gilbert on the board as well, but I don't really need him. Is my man. Yes, he is. Jalen Catalan. I'm taking him 100%. We need a strong safety, and he's a stud immediately. So welcome to Green Bay, my friend. All right, let's go to pick number 23, and let's see what we get at number 23 overall. If we don't like anything here, we could trade, like I said, for maybe get a wide receiver if we get lucky. So we do have Marvin Mims on the board, and you have Jermaine Burton. So we definitely could just take wide receiver here and be fine. But you know what? I think, like I said, I am going to, if we do not accomplish anything, the pick will be Marvin Mims. But if I do accomplish something, obviously, you will see it. But I'm going to try my best to maybe make a trade here to get myself a wide receiver. If not, again, the pick will be Jalen Catalan. or not Cattle, Marvin Mims. So definitely an unrealistic rebuild today, as we are getting CeeDee Lamb for the Dallas Cowboys. So just like that, we get that wide receiver we were kind of looking for, but opposite of Drake London. So Cowboys are on the board now after trading CeeDee Lamb on draft day, which not sure why they would do that, but hey, they did. So we after this pick, we are done. So probably will take O-line here. Ooh, BJ Ojulari is still here as well, man. I don't know. Maybe I take BJ Ojulari and throw him on the D-line and have like, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to take Ojulari here out of LSU. Bring him in, or is that OSU? I don't remember what I said. But BJ Ojulari, welcome to Green Bay. My second round pick. I will throw him on the D-line. And you know what? That was a successful offseason, I think. I think this team is ready to be back in the playoffs. Shouldn't even have missed it last year. Let's get back to it. So after that offseason where we traded Robert Tonyan and Aaron Jones, we walked away with Adrian Dillon as our starting running back. Got CeeDee Lamb, we got Drake London, we got Alan Lazard, and then here's the O-line, which hasn't improved much throughout the video, but it'll do. Defensively, we have Rashawn Gary and we have Jalen, which he's a 77 overall. Like I said, he was a stud coming out. We got Sean Murphy-Bunting in free agency. Linebacker core still really good. Got Ojulari on the D-line now, so things are on the up and up. So this team pretty much has to make the playoffs this year. I mean, it's not going to get any better from here. Aaron Rodgers is probably going to get worse, probably going to retire eventually. So it is very, very important here that we make the playoffs in this season. If we don't, not sure what I'm going to do. So at the end of the season, we are back where we belong. We're 13-4. We made the first, or we got the bye, I guess I should say. I don't know what I was trying to say, but just like that, 13-4 in the season with the upgrades we made this offseason. So things are on the up and up for this Green Bay Packers roster. This might be Aaron Rodgers' last run here. Not going to lie to you. It might be. So let's go look. Offense was 6th in the NFL. Defense, let's see, was 10th. So on the offense side of the ball, you got Aaron Rodgers with 38 and 9. Jordan Love's just still kind of sitting pretty behind Aaron Rodgers, but rushing wise, AJ Dillon 1,100 yards. So obviously losing Aaron Jones was big. It did suck, but at the end of the day, we kind of had to make that decision. Got Sincere McCormick as well, 76 overall rookie, who's a 76 overall already. Drake London, 1,200 yards, been really solid. And CeeDee Lamb, 17 touchdowns. Drake London with 9, up to an 82 overall. CeeDee Lamb is up to a 94 overall. Went up to actually, he was already superstar dev. Alan Lazard, 900 yards. Darren Waller, only 755 yards as a superstar X Factor. And defensively, sacks wise, we had 9 from Rashawn Gary, 9 from Preston Smith. BJ Ojulari came in and made an immediate impact with 7.5 sacks as a rookie. 6.5, 4, 1.5, half, and then half over there for some of our corners, some of our linebackers. Jair, 5 interception, 2 from Barnes, 2 from Campbell, 2 from Murphy-Bunting, who we got in free agency, which is solid. But obviously, the big thing is here, we got to make sure we do end up taking care of business in the divisional round, depending on who we play here. So let's see what happens. We get to play the Washington Commanders, who have Chase Young. So they obviously have a really good defense, so it'll definitely be tough to beat them. And I'm actually curious to see who's starting at quarterback for Washington. So I'm actually going to take a look at that right now. So let's see who is the quarterback for the Washington football team at this point. I'm going to imagine it's a young player, but I guess you never really know. So quarterback position, you have Harrison Bailey. He is a star development rookie quarterback for Washington. Okay, well, let's get into this playoff game, baby, shall we? Let's see if we can go in and beat the Washington Commanders. We are at home at Lambeau Field, so things should tip in our favor. Not before I actually used to, work in Washington. So he used to be the QB's coach, if I remember correctly. So let's see if he can, beat his former team, I guess you can call. So Aaron Rodgers, I need you to come in here and play like Aaron Rodgers. So let's see what happens. We got Washington coming down and scoring immediately, but Rodgers is going to respond with a field goal. Okay. Now he's going to get a touchdown. No, it's another field goal. We get an interception, though, from Jalen out of the draft. Aaron Rodgers is down 14-6, but we almost tie it up. It is 14-13. We take the extra point, and now we are in the lead, 14-16. But Washington comes back and takes the lead, and we take it right back, 21-24. Washington has tied the game. Just like that, they take the lead. Aaron Rodgers needs you to come down and score. He does not, and we lose just like that, 30-24 to the Washington Commanders. Wow, I would have loved an opportunity to have the ball there. I did not get that opportunity. I thought I was going to have it. Wow, Aaron Rodgers comes up short, man. That is really disappointing. Now, I will tell you, this was just relatively a quick rebuild today. I don't even want to go any further with Aaron Rodgers, obviously. Kind of going to suck. And then I guess Jordan Love will be right there. I mean, I guess we could technically simulate a year with Jordan Love. I mean, the team is not terrible. You know what? I won't end it there. We'll keep going. So after a disappointing loss to the Washington Commanders in the divisional round, we are back at square one in the offseason where we're going to have to make some decisions once again We got Jair, we got Darren Waller, we got CD Lamb, we got Aaron Rodgers. All of our free agents are pretty important here. Now, I actually low-key might move on from Aaron Rodgers here. Devontae Campbell went down, Preston Smith. So we got some guys going down in overall. So actually, you know what? This is going to be weird to think about, but Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love are free agents at the same time. But Jair, of course, I do want back, like 100,000%. Don't want to have to franchise tag him 2 years in a row, so hopefully he just accepts this. He does. Darren Waller, title of the video, so I'll go ahead and keep him around as our tight end, so we'll bring him back. And never mind, he's going to test free agency. Darren Waller, damn it. Okay, and then CD Lamb, want him back as well. Obviously made that big trade for him, traded a lot of draft picks to get him, so CD Lamb is back. AJ Dillon, same thing, want AJ Dillon back, going to be relatively cheap, so AJ Dillon, welcome back to Green Bay. Okay, now you have Campbell, you have Preston Smith, which I'm going to move on from. Runyon as a 27-year-old right guard, I might actually get him back. I do want John Runyon back. So John Runyon, I'm going to bring back. But after this is going to be weird. But I am going to re-sign Jordan Love and let Aaron Rodgers walk. I know that sounds really... wow, Jordan Love's going to be really cheap as well, which is kind of a W. So, yeah, that is going to be the plan. We're going to sign Jordan Love to be the QB, and we're going to see what he does. So, Aaron Rodgers, your time is up, old man. I'm done with you. I'm kidding. I do like Aaron Rodgers, but we are done. So, Darren Waller... I do want him back in free agency, so I don't want to franchise tag him for $17 million. But that gives us about $22 million to work with. So this will be interesting. This will definitely be interesting. But Jordan Love is now the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers. Got him back for really cheap as well, which is really nice. So Jordan Love, we have a 54 overall backup quarterback as well. O-line, solid. Darren Waller, obviously our number one priority. Oh, Drake London, superstar dev as well. Defensively... you have Devin Lloyd, who we did draft. So I guess Devin Lloyd, we need an outside linebacker. I guess technically, actually, you know what we could do? We can move E.J. Jalari to our other position, which is going to be a better fit for him anyway. Corners are solid. Safety. Okay, so really we need edge rusher or left ends, right ends, I guess. And then probably another middle linebacker wouldn't hurt. And probably... and Darren Waller back. So I guess that's what's going to be the game plan. So Darren Waller... and a middle linebacker or an end. It's just something. So Darren Waller at the top of the board here. So it's going to be tough to get him back. I'm sure teams are going to try to get him. So Darren Waller should be back. Okay. Teron Armstead, Mike Williams, Michael Pierce, Sebastian Joseph Day, Logan Wilson, who has no, or no, he has offers. Never mind. Chidobe Awuzie, Darius Slay, Rogers this year, GJ Chark, Blackman. Okay. JC Treader, Kendricks. Guess would be solid to bring as a middle linebacker, which we do need. Well, whatever our options are at the end position. So we got Tyquan Lewis, then we have Robert Quinn. So yeah, not great. So we might just have to roll with some young guys, honestly. So maybe let's go look at outside linebackers. We got Chasen, Kendricks, and then Logan Wilson. So Preston Smith. Okay, so I think I might sign Kendricks, to be honest with you. I think I am going to sign Kendricks, which I actually, do I want to sign? It's so tough. TJ Edwards. No, I think I like Devin Lloyd. So Logan Wilson, I guess, might be the other guy I'm going to go for. No, I don't even think I'll be able to afford him, actually. Wow, this is going to be tough. I don't like this class at all for us, honestly. So I think what I might have to do is I might have to... not even sure. We're just going to have to sign a linebacker, man. Eric Kendricks is going to have to be the guy I go for. He has like no other offers. We might have a chance of getting him. So we're going to have to decrease the offer a little bit. And we got him. Okay, Kendricks, I guess, will be a solid signing. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with him just yet, but I need a linebacker regardless. So if we get Darren Waller and Kendricks, I guess I'll feel pretty good about that. So let's see if we do get them. And if we do, I'll, throw a parade. So we get Darren Waller and Kendricks, which is nice. So do we move Devin Lloyd, I guess, to like outside linebacker? Because really this scheme is for going after the quarterback at the linebacker position. So that's why I'm a little torn. So defensively, Kendricks and then Ojulari. I guess we could roll with that. Our ends, though, is what the problem is. We don't have good ends. Kingsley I like, which is fine. And then Devin Lloyd, I guess, is buried here. But I mean, Devin Lloyd is... okay. No, this is what we'll do. We'll move Devin Lloyd to the outside linebacker and put BJ on the D-line, I guess. I mean, that's the only thing I can really think to do. So that is what I'm going to do. And that'll probably be it. We're going to go into some way into next year. So Devin Lloyd is going to be an outside linebacker. And I don't know if he's that good of a fit there, but really don't have a great option. So Devin Lloyd, outside linebacker. BJ is going to be on the D-line. So that is how it's going to go. So BJ gonna have to move you to left in or right in. So that's what we're gonna do, and we'll roll with it and hope it works out. So we started our first season at 8-9, and we're ending off this season at ending off the video at 8-9. So Jordan Love was not able to get it done. But at the end of the day, man, Packers are kind of a tough team to rebuild because of the amount of money you just do not have. I obviously made some moves to make it work. Not sure why we're not in the playoffs. I feel like this team definitely could have been there. But regardless, it kind of is what it is. I mean, really, like I said, we're waiting on draft day, which is going to be the important part. So hopefully draft day, is going to give us some more content. Obviously, it's going to. But, for now, it's kind of slow right now. So stats and awards to end off the video real quick. Offense was 16th in the NFL. And then defense, let's see, was 29. So, yeah, both sides of the ball were really bad. Jordan Love, solid, though. Solid season. Not too bad. And then basically that will be it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. 14 sacks from Sean Gary. Definitely leave a like if you did. But this is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.